Bad debt does not just take money from your bank account. It takes options from your future. And that is the part most people do not realize until they are already stuck. You can be working hard, getting paid, trying to save, trying to invest, and still feel like you are not moving forward because your money is already promised to somebody else before you even get it. That is what bad debt does. It turns your future income into yesterday's bill. So in this video, I want to break down what bad debt really is, why it keeps people broke, and how to start fighting back without feeling overwhelmed. Let's get into it. First, bad debt is not just any debt. Some debt can be used to build something. For example, a responsible mortgage can help you buy a home. A student loan might help someone increase their earning power if the numbers make sense. A business loan might help create income. But bad debt usually does the opposite. Bad debt is money you borrow for things that do not pay you back. Credit card balances from lifestyle spending, high-interest personal loans, buy now, pay later payments stacked on top of each other. Car payments that are too expensive for your income. Random monthly payments that slowly eat your paycheck. The problem is not just that you owe money. The problem is that the debt is not helping you grow. It is pulling money away from the things that would actually build your future. That leads to the first trap, minimum payments. Minimum payments feel safe because they make the bill look manageable. You see a balance that might be thousands of dollars, but the minimum payment is only $50 or $75 or maybe $100. So your brain says, okay, I can handle that. But the minimum payment is not designed to help you win. It is designed to keep the account alive. That means you can make payments every month and still barely move. You are paying, but you are not escaping. And when the interest rate is high, a lot of your payment may be going toward interest instead of the actual balance. That is why bad debt feels so frustrating. You send money out, but your life does not feel any lighter. Now here is where bad debt really becomes dangerous. It blocks your ability to invest. A lot of people want to start investing. They want to buy index funds, open a Roth IRA, build passive income, or start putting money into assets. But every month, their cash flow is already tied up. Credit card payment, car payment, personal loan payment, phone financing, buy now, pay later payment, subscription, another payment, another payment. By the time they get to investing, there is nothing left. And then they think the problem is that they do not make enough money. Sometimes income is part of it, but sometimes the real problem is that too much of the income is already controlled by debt. This is why cash flow matters. If you free up $300 a month from payments, that is $300 that can go toward an emergency fund, investing, education, a business idea, or just breathing room. Debt does not just cost you interest. Debt costs you choices. That brings us to the monthly payment prison. This is when everything in your life is based on whether you can afford the payment, not whether you can afford the thing. Can I afford the car payment? Can I afford the furniture payment? Can I afford the phone payment? Can I afford the vacation payment? The payment might fit, but the lifestyle does not. Because once you stack enough payments together, your paycheck gets sliced up before you can use it. And the worst part is, monthly payments can make expensive decisions feel normal. Instead of asking, is this worth $2,000? You start asking, can I handle $70 a month? That is how people slowly lose control, not from one massive mistake, but from a bunch of small payments that add up. So how do you start fighting back? Step 1. Write down every debt. Do not guess. Write the balance, minimum payment, interest rate, and due date. You need to see the full picture. Debt feels more powerful when it is vague. Once it is written down, it becomes a problem you can attack. Step 2. Stop adding new bad debt. This is the part nobody wants to hear, but it matters. You cannot drain the bathtub if the water is still running. If credit cards are the issue, stop using them while you are paying them down. If buy now, pay later is the issue, Delete the apps or remove the payment method. If car debt is crushing you, you may need to be honest about whether the car fits your income. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to stop making the hole deeper. Step 3. Pick a payoff method. The debt snowball means you pay off the smallest balance first while making minimum payments on everything else. This gives you quick wins and momentum. The debt avalanche means you attack the highest interest rate first. This can save more money mathematically. There is no shame in either one. The best method is the one you will actually stick with. Step 4. Use extra money with a purpose. Tax refund, bonus, side hustle money, overtime, money from selling something you do not use. Do not let extra money disappear into random spending. Use it to buy back your freedom. Every debt you kill is one less payment controlling your future. Now here's the debt rule every rookie should know. If the debt does not help you increase income, build an asset, or protect something important, be very careful with it. Because bad debt usually gives you a short-term feeling and a long-term bill. And if you keep trading future income for present comfort, building wealth becomes extremely hard. But the good news is this: you do not have to fix everything overnight. You just need to start taking control. List the debts, stop adding new ones. Pick a payoff strategy, put extra money toward the plan, and slowly, your cash flow starts coming back to you. That is when money starts feeling different. Not because you suddenly got rich, but because your paycheck is finally yours again. If this helped, subscribe to Wealth Rookie. We are building better money habits, one simple lesson at a time.